Hi my loves, and welcome to my channel today. It is LovelyAngelLady. I am coming today with a video on raising awareness. The month of June happens to be Myasthenia Gravis Awareness Month, okay? Myasthenia gravis involves severe weakness of all muscles under your voluntary control. MG is another name for myasthenia gravis. So basically there's abnormality in the breakdown in terms of how the nerves and the muscles communicate. That's why you'll see like MG shirts say, you know, that nerves and muscle communication is basically complicated, because with MG it is. It's all those mixed signals going on and your body's going crazy. So I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis over 2 years ago, going on 3. And it took an entire year to even get my diagnosis, and it is believed that maybe after having my last child, something triggered. It might have been just laying dormant in my body, and things kind of went, you know, wacky from there. But I didn't understand why I was so fatigued and so forth. And one day I was leaving my internship site, and I noticed a pain in my foot, and I ended up going to an orthopedic surgeon's office maybe 4 days or so later. And if it wasn't for me finding out that I had another illness, because I was diagnosed with 2 autoimmune illnesses at one time, maybe because so much time had gone by and I was ill and not, you know, getting treatment, but I didn't know I was ill yet. It wasn't so bad, you know, at the time. It was, you know, as time progressed, so did the illness. It got worse. So I was also diagnosed with neuropathy, so and general myasthenia gravis, but that I have, you know, in my eyes as well as, you know, all over the muscles, the entire body. So it affects all of me. If I get really tired, sometimes I get what's called ptosis, and my eyes will get like really low, meaning that like my muscles tire out in the lids, and it causes my eyes to, you know, and it's hard, like I can't pick them up on my own. Like I would like literally have to take a finger and pick it up because they get really low and I look like incredibly high or something. But that's just when I get really like fatigued or I'm not feeling well. Those, you know, I get a lot of those optical like symptoms. There was a time when I was really suffering and things just really went left, and I actually ended up having to use an electric wheelchair. When I tell you I have used everything from crutches, regular crutches, forearm crutches, canes, rollator, regular walker, I mean, I've used it all. Thank God that right now, you know, I'm beginning to do a lot better. Another thing that's common in myasthenics is for either a tumor on the thymus gland, which is like located in this area right here. I found last year that my thymus gland was enlarged, which is also common in myasthenia gravis. So it was removed. It was to the point where I was starting to get a bulge here, and you could feel it, and you still can kind of feel it sometimes. I don't know why I get that bulge, but it was right over the same area where the thymus gland is located. But I actually had my thymectomy last August. Some of you may know someone with myasthenia gravis, or you might have myasthenia gravis. I hope that you are spreading the word, because this illness is rare, but it's becoming more common, and you know, people need to know, you know, if maybe you can reach out and help someone else that hasn't been diagnosed yet, you know. Maybe there are others out there that need help, but there's no cure, and we'd love to find a cure. All of us MG'ers out there would love to find a cure, because it's really rough, you know, living with autoimmune illness. It's really easy to get, you know, sick, and you have to take tons of medications. And I'm not doing this video for y'all to feel sorry for me. I want y'all to have empathy, but not sympathy, if that makes sense, okay? Not feel sorry for me, but, you know, just have like a sense of understanding, like, you know, I'm, you know, not like, oh, I feel so sorry for her, you know. It's more so about me spreading awareness. You know, the more that we get the word out about MG, you know, maybe the closer we'll get to, you know, finding a cure someday for someone, even if I'm not here, you know, to see it. But just, you know, being optimistic and not pessimistic. Hopefully there will be a cure for this illness. It's really tough. Like, most of the time, you know, in the earlier part of the day is common, like, at least for me. Everybody's different. But for me, I tend to function not first thing in the morning. I have to like get up and stretch and, you know, get on with my day just a little bit. But I'll usually function better in the earlier part of the day than the later, because the more I tire out, you know, I tire myself out, the more I tend to get weak and experience, you know, issues with floppy muscles and so forth. You know, like your gait and stuff gets all weird and you're walking all crazy, kind of like a zombie or something. It's like really weird. It feels like almost like having weights on the bottom of my legs. And it's really crazy because at first the doctors swore up and down I had MS. And it ended up being 2 autoimmune illnesses. And myasthenia, in some ways, it reminds me of MS, just because of like the degree of, you know, how serious it is. It's a snowflake disease, meaning that yes, there are common symptoms, but people go through so many different experiences with MG. It affects everyone's bodies in so many different ways. It sucks. MG sucks. It sucks ass. It really does. I mean, that's just the way I feel. Excuse my language, but yeah, it sucks. Because there are some times when you want to do something and you can't, and you just simply can't. It's like my mind is saying do this, but my body is like, oh hell no, you ain't doing nothing. It's like it just shuts down, you know. So that gets really hard. And there's something called a myasthenia crisis. If someone with MG goes into crisis, it's not good, because 9 times out of 10 they'll be placed on a ventilator in the hospital, and the ventilator will be breathing for them because of, you know, the fact that their muscles have tired out their lungs and things to help them breathe. They either collapse or they tire out because the muscle weakness gets that bad. And like I've experienced you know, like choking. What are some other symptoms that I've had? Again, falling, you know, walking issues. Pretty much walking like Frankenstein and stuff is just really crazy. But then again, too, I have 2 autoimmune illnesses, so a combination of 2 can be doing a lot more, you know, damage, because anti-magnetic neuropathy, this is not about that illness, but it affects the nerves. They're basically demyelinating, because there's a different type of antibody with, it's you know, I have an anti-mag antibody. And that's causing, basically my body is attacking itself. So I have 2 autoimmune illnesses, which really, really makes it tough. But y'all, I'm doing so much better. Like I've been getting, sometimes I do a treatment called plasmapheresis. That's plasma exchange, okay? And so basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. The plasma is basically exchanged. So all of the yucky antibodies and bad stuff, you know, is basically flushed out, and it's all yellow in this like bag sitting up there, you know. Ugh, it's gross. But anyway, that usually helps, but it was to the point where it didn't last as long as my doctor had wanted it to. So it got to the point where there is a very expensive treatment, and a lot of people are afraid to do it because it's basically like a mild form of chemotherapy, and it's called Rituxan, or rituximab is the name, but Rituxan. And so I get Rituxan now, and that helps me be able to function a whole lot better. It's just expensive, so getting that covered can really suck. So if you are able to give, donate, you know, to any of the organizations collecting for MG. I'm sure all of us MG'ers would appreciate it, even if it's not for just us. You know, it's reaching out and being there, loving and caring for one another. You know, more people need to reach out and be there for each other in the world. You know, the world would be a whole lot better place. The world would definitely be a better place if you know, we all supported each other, you know, much better than, you know, what, you know, I've seen anyway. But again, myasthenia gravis is rare. I ended up being put on crutches for tendonitis and fractures, and come to find out, I ended up developing like foot drop and just weird things that were happening because of the nerve issues with the anti-magnet neuropathy. But if it weren't for the anti-magnet neuropathy, I would not have found out that I had myasthenia. I didn't know why my eyes were like, you know, one eye will be down here and the other, you know, or they will both be really low and I could barely pick them up. Double vision, that's another common symptom that, you know, MG'ers have. That's one of the symptoms that I suffer from or suffer with. What else? Like dropping cups and things like that, plates. It's just like if you're really weak, your hand muscle is really weak, you'll drop things. But this is, you know, like I said, when I'm not functioning well at all, I have my moments, my good moments and my other moments. And it can be very frustrating. It's not easy. It's not a walk in the park. But, you know, just reaching out to all my fellow MG'ers out there. I love y'all. Stay strong. Y'all are some troopers, warriors. Yes, you are. Okay? So let's get it. Let's stay strong. Let's support one another. Let's keep on, you know, reaching out. I have my MG shirt on today, y'all. Okay? This shirt, you can it's kind of hard to see, but it's basically Proverbs 31:25, and it says, "She is strong." I don't know if y'all can see that. And but yeah, the ribbon is teal, okay, and this has the butterfly. But I really like that, because butterflies signify life, you know. And I'm really big on butterflies. That's actually part of my LovelyAngelLady logo. So, and needless to say, you can raise awareness by sharing this video, and you can raise awareness by, you know, posting on Facebook. You can also participate. You know, I will be on my blog. I will be discussing MG. You know, each week. There are 3 more weeks left in the month of June for me to discuss MG. I will be giving you guys facts, letting you know what a typical day is like, you know, so forth, just different things like that. And yeah, y'all, I painted my toes teal, and I'm rocking my MG t-shirts and so forth to raise awareness, and you can do the same. So anyway, y'all, my battery died on my camera. Sucks, because I've been filming quite a bit today. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all watching. Spread the love. Okay, spread awareness, raise awareness about MG, myasthenia gravis, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would love to have you following me. Please get on Facebook, get on Instagram, Twitter, Google+, and Blogger, okay? Come to the Lovely Angelista Lounge and check us out. Communicate with me. Let's have some fun, y'all. I really enjoy communicating with y'all. That's one thing that helps me get through, is having this channel. You know, it really motivates me and keeps me going. So I thank you all so very much from the bottom of my heart. Y'all don't even know, like, y'all mean so much to me. And it just encourages me to keep on going, because right now I am doing much better. So thank you so much for all of your love and support. Put all of your questions and everything below. And yeah, one other thing that you will also notice, y'all, I said this on the other video that I did previously, but Lucius from Empire, okay, Terrence Howard, he plays Lucius. He was misdiagnosed with ALS, did not have ALS after all. Turns out that he has myasthenia gravis, okay? One thing about myasthenia, some people, you know, they say, oh, you know, there's no cure, but it's treatable and yada yada, but it still can be very severe and very dangerous. Like, it's just one thing that you don't want to take lightly. You want to definitely be mindful and, you know, be treated, watching those symptoms, because myasthenic crisis is very serious. It's nothing, you know, minor about that. It's very major. So yeah, I really really wanted to share that with y'all. So it's like so crazy, y'all. When I get like super tired, like late at night, sometimes my speech will start slurring. I just get all kind of crazy and horny and just a hot mess, okay? Just ham. So, yeah, like I get really nasally sounding, like whiny, you know, like talk like that, you know, and it's like beyond my control. There's nothing I can do about that. But that's another, you know, symptom that you know, you might hear myasthenics say that they experience. So yeah, if y'all have questions, please don't be afraid to ask. I am not like that. I'm so laid back, y'all. And you know why I hold back? Because that's sharing information with you, allowing you to gain knowledge, you know, on something, okay? You know, why hate, you know? Spread the love, share the knowledge, and more people, you know, can be helped. You know, possibly cured. At least for now, treat it until there is a cure. But yes, prayers, that, you know, things with MG and life will get better. And those out there with other autoimmune illnesses or illness altogether, you know, cancers and so forth, God bless you. You know, I'm constantly praying for everybody. So I love you, everybody. Stay strong, and one love. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and guess what? I gotta go later.